Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mariah remembers murdering the mystery man after Tessa asks for a permanent separation. Tuesday, July 8, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Victoria and Claire try to move forward after Cole's death. Danny prepares to propose to Christine, and Nate provides some comfort. At the tack house, Victoria asks Claire if she got any sleep. She says she had a dream about her dad and couldn't get back to sleep. She marvels over a gift he gave her from Myanmar. Victoria tells her he spent all of the time he spent with her a gift. Claire wanted to ride the carousel with him, but now he's gone and that will never happen. Claire recalls how Cole sung her to sleep when she was sick. It was so bad. They laugh as Victoria says it kept her awake too. Claire tried to imagine it last night to help her sleep, but it made her sad. They go over missing him while he was away and wishing he didn't take that trip that made him sick. Victoria urges Claire to remember their good times. Remember all the wonderful memories they have together. They marvel over not hearing from the family and nice. Claire tells Victoria she's sorry her mom isn't there. They hug. Victoria has to find a way to stay strong. She reveals she told Katie and Johnny this morning. They're with friends but she wishes their dad could be there with them. Victoria has to make arrangements for Cole to be cremated and prepare a memorial service. Claire's surprised she seems to be out of tears. She worries she didn't learn how to grieve, and she won't get it right. Victoria assures her she can't get this wrong. If she just listens to her heart, everything will be okay. Victoria tells Claire someone from the funeral home is coming over. Claire asks what her memorial service was like. Victoria tells her it was in the hospital chapel and Cole made all the arrangements. He was so strong even though his heart was breaking. He read a poem that gave her comfort. She asks Claire about the dream she had about her dad. Claire dreamed she was a little girl and heard carousel music. The carousel was there but there was only one horse. There was nowhere for Cole to ride, so he told her to go ahead. As she went around, she kept getting older until he was gone. Victoria swipes away a tear. Claire assures her it was like him telling her it was okay, and life will go on without him. She decides she wants to read the same poem Cole read for her at his service. Victoria thinks he would love that, and she would too. Victoria and Claire meet with the funeral director and choose an urn to hold Cole's ashes. They'll need to wait on the service until their family members are back in town. Victoria gets a call from security. Someone has come to pay their respects. Christine gripes about Phyllis. Danny and Christine eat at society, and he teases her about her big appetite. Christine missed her favorite comfort foods on the road. He kisses her and they agree it's nice to be home. They go over Lucy dealing with her loss fairly well, but admit they're worried about Daniel. Christine feels that Daniel has started to open up to his dad since they've been back. He's put his daughter first, which left him no time to process his own feelings. They believe he's doing that now by channeling his grief into music. Danny knows a little something about that. Cricket tells Danny he's his son's hero. Christine wonders if getting a job would help him. Danny teases that her mind thinks like Phyllis's. She swats him and complains about the redhead going to France. Danny thinks he needed space to figure this out on his own. Christine harps about Phyllis running off and Danny reminds her she's also dealing with her own trauma. Cricket admits that she wouldn't wish what happened to her on anyone. They talk about Tracy and Danny hopes she doesn't doubt her beautiful heart because of Martin. He'll call her later. Christine thinks she must be lonely. She then goes back to griping about Phyllis going to kiss up to Dumas. Danny thinks it's a good opportunity, but Christine complains she's gone radio silent when his son needs her the most. Danny wants to talk about anything other than Phyllis. He suggests Christine focus on him, or better yet, the two of them. He asks if she's free this evening for dinner, dancing and romance. She says yes to all three. Mariah remembers a murder in the park. Tessa tells Daniel to hold his guitar as he would a close friend. He tries it and his playing improves. He feels it. They high-five. Mariah happens along and stops short when she spots them. Tessa swings into a song about getting hurt by her love. Mariah flashes to canoodling with the older man in the hotel lounge and then to holding the pillow and crying. Tessa turns and sees her standing there. Mariah turns to leave and Tessa tells her wife not to run away. Mariah didn't want to interrupt their lesson. She tells them the song was beautiful. Daniel says the words were all Tessa. She's a patient teacher who forgives any and all mistakes. He explains they were just finishing up, thanks Tessa, and leaves. Tessa turns to Mariah and says, "It's good to see you." Mariah asks, "Is it?" Tessa says the only one who hates her there is her. She tells her about Arya falling and scraping her elbow. She wished she'd had 2 kisses to stop the hurt, one from each mommy. She knows something is going on, but she doesn't have answers for her because Mariah will not open up and tell her what's going on. Mariah feels she's making the right decision for all of them. Tessa reminds her that Arya is brilliant. It Takes two to heal the hurt. Tessa complains that she keeps pushing them away. She feels she's losing the woman she loves and has no one to hold her. Mariah knows this is the right decision. Tessa doesn't, she has no idea what led to this decision in the first place. Mariah deserves her anger, I get it. Tessa's so glad she can understand what she's feeling when she has no idea what's going on with her. She can see damn well how much she's hurting her, but it's not enough to get her to open up. Maybe we should make the separation permanent. Mariah hopes she doesn't mean that. If she could be with her and Arya, she would. Tessa asks why she won't tell her what's stopping her. Mariah doesn't want it to be that way. Tessa asks, for the last time, why? Mariah can't tell her, so Tessa tells her to go off and figure this out. She can't promise she'll be there when she gets back. Tessa walks off with her guitar and Mariah sits down. She remembers smothering the older man with the pillow. And cries, can Daniel find happiness again? Daniel meets up with Danny and Christine at society. They think he's off and he says he has a friend going through something. He wants to help fix the problems, but sometimes it's better to back off and let people find their own way. Christine tells Daniel she's always there for him and Lucy and then leaves. Danny tells Daniel that tonight is the night he's going to ask Christine to marry him. She's the love of his life and he can't imagine living without her. Danny circles back to Daniel grieving someone he loves, but his son assures him he's fine to hear him talk about the woman he loves. Danny admits he thought he was pushing it by asking her to go on tour, but he couldn't stand the thought of being away from her. Daniel doesn't think asking someone you love for something you need is selfish. Danny says it became something they were doing together. We make each other so damn happy. Daniel admits it's sometimes hard to be around the two of them. Danny's sorry, but Daniel assures him he's teasing. Danny says being on the road with Cricket was like a metaphor. The detours got him to where they are now. Daniel is glad they can talk like this. Danny is always there for his son no matter what. You are going to find your way, I just know it. Daniel would like to find love and happiness again someday. Just then, Tessa walks in and Nate helps Victoria and Claire at the tack house. The funeral director leaves as Nate comes to the door. Victoria lets him in, and he tells her and Claire how sorry he is and asks if there's anything he can do for them. He knows the family is out of the country. Victoria invites him to stay. She tells him Cole's death was unexpected, but they got to say goodbye. Claire admits she left the room. Nate and Victoria reassure her that Cole knew how much she loved him. Nate asks if she's spiritual at all. Claire says she's not and can't imagine praying. He urges her to talk to her dad and say everything she wanted to say. I promise you, he'll be listening. Later, Victoria thanks Nate for coming. This is going to be such a shock for her family. She's glad they're still friends. Nate is too. They embrace and he leaves. Once alone, Victoria walks over the mantel and looks at a framed photo of Cole. Dear God, thank you for bringing that wonderful man back into my life again, and thank you for letting him be a father to our beautiful daughter. She prays that Claire will find the strength to deal with this loss. She's been through so much. They both deserve to find peace in their lives. I in the park, Claire sits and looks up at the sky. She tells her dad she came to say goodbye. She says she's sorry she wasn't there with him in the end. Claire didn't want him to feel any more pain, but she also didn't know how to let him go. She'll miss him every second of every day. Claire knows he'll watch her go around and around in this life. If he visits her dreams again, that would be nice. Just as long as he's there.